We're live. I'm happy to announce that I'll be joined in seconds by Mike Phillips. And as part of my video a day challenge, I'm trying to incorporate something new all the time. A little bit more technology, a little bit more stuff. And so I invited Mike to join me. This is the first time I've broadcast on Facebook Live with a guest. So this is going to be a new experience for me. I guess the question is, we'll see how it works. Hopefully it will work really well. It may not. We'll find out in seconds. So let's take a look. Mike Phillips, are you here? Can you hear me?
Ed Brooks, I'm here. Hello, everyone, and Ed.
There we go. We'll do the Mike Phillips. There we go.
Hey, you gotta get. That's right. You got that is such a cool intro you've got, man.
Thank you. Yeah, and again, I'm having fun while I'm learning. So I'm trying to incorporate new stuff every day. And you're the new stuff. You're the new stuff today.
I'm the I'm the new stuff today. I'm here. I've got, like you said, the photographer background. I have this. It's what the special green shirt, so people can do an overlay. You can drop dinosaurs in here or whatever they want to on the shirt if someone wants to do the overlay, right? So
yeah,
all kinds
I
of
could
new
use
stuff.
the green screen because that's like the next thing
Yeah,
on the agenda. So you've been doing
right.
a lot of Facebook Live for, well, probably how long?
Right at a year, maybe a little bit over a year now.
Okay. And I mean, you do multiple live sessions every day for the most part. At least you do one always, I believe,
I
early.
Yeah, I do. I started for me when I started the Facebook Live thing. It was just like you. It was an experiment. I had done broadcasting in college, and that was kind of my thing. And so I enjoyed it. And then I got into there was a group of car guys that were doing a 30-day Facebook Live challenge, and somebody called me out and says, "Oh, Mike, you should do this." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, perfect, right?" But that kind of rekindled a little bit of fire in me. I was like, all right, man, I could pull this off. So I do a leadership podcast, and then each weekday I'm doing a verse reading. And so yeah, I end up with something live just about every day on one of my pages.
Good for you. And I mean,
So
it is a
we'll
challenge.
expect you to do the same here soon.
Well, I said that I would do it for at least the month. And so part
Right.
of my mindset was, if I can do this for a month and
Hmm.
have it become like second nature. And so every time I decide to have a live broadcast, it's easy to accomplish because it's an ingrained behavior. Um,
Right.
and I may not continue doing it every day, but if I can do one every few days, or at least one, two or three a week, that would be great. But I committed to doing it once a day for at least a month. And I mean, that's my personal commitment, not to an audience. It's a commitment to myself. So that was the goal. Um,
Yeah, and I agree with you. It takes the fear out. That knowledge.
oh, and now our technology is deserting us, unfortunately. I'm looking at yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you
Okay. Yeah, you
hear
kind
me?
of you
All
broke
right, we're
up for
still
a minute.
live.
Yes, we are. And unfortunately, our live connection broke up a little bit. So I know that you're using BeLive as
Hmm.
the kind of the platform when you're inviting guests onto your live stream. How's that working out? Do you like it?
It I do. There's a few things I like and don't. I like that BeLive is very easy. It's no more difficult than posting an update on Facebook. So you fill in your stuff. You pretty much either schedule or click to go live with people. And it just like you did with me this morning, it sends them a link. They click on it. You go live through a website. It's a very easy deal. That I like. The things I like the the overlays, the options to have your own color scheme and have your logo in the cool things. The dislikes are that it is specific to Facebook. It's only Facebook, so you can't unless you go from BeLive through OBS Studio, which you and I talked a minute about before going live here. It can distribute to some other channels, but the way that BeLive is, it's natively for Facebook only. It only works in Google Chrome, so you can't use a different browser. And then the constraint, because one of the reasons I like produced video is the quality, and right now on the quality of Facebook. So, but all in all, it's been. I would recommend it for say $8 or $10 a month. It's inexpensive, and if anybody wanted to do that on Facebook, I would say go for it, man. It's an easy introduction to use something like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you're spending $100 a year, it's that's almost a no-brainer, especially if you're going.
Yeah,
to
how
be
much can
doing
you
it
complain?
Exactly. Now I'm using this software program that's called vMix, and they give you a 2-month trial, which to me is more than enough time to really put it through its paces. It's not just a week or two. You can spend 2 months using the software, and they have a free version ongoing moving forward, but it's very limited. And for $60, you actually have a pretty full featured version of the software. And then they have one, it goes up to like, I think $1,200-1,300. They have one about $350 that actually seems to do everything that I'd ever want to do, multiple guests, that sort of thing. I'm undecided right now, and I don't know if it's worth it, but it's kind of, to me, it's kind of cool. And you can just fly in overlays like I just did. It has a lot of functionality, which is kind of cool. I know I was able to grab you today, and you're leaving for Vegas tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. What are you doing out in Vegas?
I am leaving for Vegas tomorrow afternoon. That was the agreement. She's going with me, so it's kind of in theory, it's an undercover Mother's Day gift. At least that's what I'm telling her. And so, because we've never been to Vegas together, the two of us. But I am going to be speaking at the Rockstar Auto Conference Monday and Tuesday. I'm attending and then speaking. And Matt Koenig has actually, he's got a really phenomenal lineup of speakers this year. So my session is Monday afternoon, and it's titled Automotive Leadership. Your front line drives your bottom line. Leading from the front line drives the bottom line. And so I'm very grassroots. I'm still in store. And so my speaking and my teaching style, what I'm talking about is really engaging with the frontline people that are engaging with your customers.
Perfect. I mean, and I think Matt puts on a great show. He really pays attention to the details. He has great speakers. If I'm not mistaken, he doesn't do breakout groups where everybody is, in different rooms. It's one speaker. You give your attention to that speaker, and that's the agenda. And I like that.
I do too. Yeah, he's got the vendors in the room. He's got the room, and I think the only sessions, there's a couple, and you schedule. I don't have it memorized, believe it or not, but I think there's a few sessions that are like 10 or 15-minute kind of breaks where it's a little bit of an ad session, if you will, from some of the sponsors. But the design behind it is that allows the next speaker to get set and that kind of stuff. So all in all, it's just kind of back-to-back learning and motivation. The theme this year is leadership and marketing, which are both that's what I do in my store. I've been in a leadership role for a long time here now, and I'm doing the digital marketing. I also have a hand in our traditional, because we do still do traditional. So it's like when I was applying for it, I told Matt, I said, that's my jam, man. Leadership and marketing, like I love that. Let's do it. So I was very honored to be able to participate in that this year, or this session, because he's going to do it every month after this.
Perfect. Mike, thank you for taking 10 minutes. Well, and actually, we got online, 10, 15 minutes early. So you dedicated a half hour out of your life, and I really appreciate that. And best of luck next week on your sessions, and enjoy the conference.
Thanks.
I hope your wife enjoys Mother's Day and Mother's Day in Vegas. It's a great combination. This was a great first experience for me, and hopefully the technology worked pretty well. You broke up a little bit, and I think that's par for the course and I've seen this with Zoom, and there was a little bit of glitchiness, but it seems like it was looking pretty darn good, and it sounded good too.
Yep. I think so too. Yeah, you sound great, but you're always amazing, Ed. So
well, I have some pretty good equipment, real cameras as opposed to webcams. If you look over my shoulder, there is a webcam, but I don't use it very often. And a real microphone. And I think if you can have decent lighting, good camera, but most importantly, a good microphone, you end up, people can overlook a glitch in the video, especially if you're having a live stream, as long as you don't sound horrible. So that's the video today. Mike, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ed. Talk to you soon.